Welcome to Newsletter Guru TV, your show with a boatload of smart marketing and business building advice, and a little fun along the way.
This episode of Newsletter Guru TV is brought to you by Jim Palmer's famous No Hassle Newsletters Master Reseller Program. As a marketing coach or business consultant, you know that the fastest way to help your clients increase their profits is by getting more repeat business and more referrals from their current customer. And the best way to do that is with a monthly customer newsletter. Now, instead of simply recommending that your clients use a customer newsletter, you can provide them with an amazing done-for-you newsletter. The No Hassle Newsletter Master Reseller Program is a complete turnkey newsletter system that solves your client's biggest need, makes you a marketing hero, and also adds a lucrative new revenue stream for your business. Become a master reseller today at www.nohasslenewsletters.com.
Hey everybody, it's Jim Palmer, the Newsletter Guru, and I am committed to helping you build a more profitable business faster. It is a gorgeous day. It's like 80 degrees, low humidity. It's one of those days, it's kind of rare for me. I actually said, I just don't feel like working, so I'm sitting out here in my backyard. I'm actually, well, I guess you might call this work, reading the latest issue of Fortune magazine, How YouTube Changes Everything. It's a great, great issue on the power of video and the power of this amazing platform, YouTube, and how it's really, truly transforming small businesses, big businesses. It's a really good issue anyway, so I guess I'm still working, even though I'm just reading and enjoying myself. You know, an issue that I shot 2 weeks ago, what was it called? Why It's Okay Not to Be Light. I think it's going to be one of my most popular episodes. It generated a ton of likes. Interestingly enough, it was sort of about what the topic was about, but I also got a lot of emails from people because in that episode, I described to people how I get so much done. In other words, well, not how I get so much done. I talk about what I do. I do the newsletters every Tuesday. I see Toby and the lens walking away. Don't worry about it. So I describe my newsletter every Tuesday. It goes out to 17,000 entrepreneurs. I do Newsletter Guru TV every Wednesday. I do Stick Like Glue every Thursday. Then I do my weekly update to my mailing list on Friday. And you know, I've got at least half a dozen emails just in the first 5 days since the video is out. And they said, wow, you get a lot done. Tell us how you did that. Could you go into a little more depth about how you get it done? Because quite frankly, we are overwhelmed. So I thought what I'd do is just kind of walk you through kind of what my day looks like and what my week looks like in any given week. Okay, so one of the main tools that I use is my Google Calendar. Every appointment, every phone call, in and out, every interview, every coaching call, everything that I have to do, even task-oriented things to do are on my calendar. So that calendar is always with me. Of course, it's in my phone, my iPad, my computer, my office, wherever I am. And so my assistant, Kate, who schedules all my coaching calls and does most of the scheduling for me, she puts stuff in my calendar. And Jessica puts interviews that I do. She schedules interviews for me with radio stations, podcasts, things like that. So she puts those on my calendar. But here's the trick. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Jessica and Kate have kind of free reign on my normal day. They can go in there, and if there's an opening, they can put an appointment, again, whether it's a coaching call, an interview, or something like that. So when I open my a calendar, I see that anything in green is a hardcore, hard, fast appointment, and that's what I got to be ready for. So I guess one of the lessons there is I don't control my schedule per se on those 3 days, but there's no incoming or outgoing calls unless they're scheduled. So I don't sit there and just pick up the phone and have an interruption. So I don't do that. So every call coming in or out is pre-scheduled. Now, on Monday and Friday, those are free days, and those are for either me. If I want to take off, I can, but I don't take off that much unless we kind of go on vacation or whatnot. I'm just kind of old school in my work habits, but basically, Monday and Friday are my production days, so I will shoot videos like I'm shooting right now. It's on a Monday. I will interview my podcast, interview my special guest. Monday and Friday, I'll spend a lot of time writing my book on a Monday or Friday, so those are days I know I will not be interrupted. So Monday and Friday are my bookend days, either big production days or days I can take off. And if there's an interview, if there's a really great chance for me to be on a radio show or something, then Jessica will reach out or Kate will reach out and say, Jim, somebody needs to talk to you. It can only happen on Monday, and I'll usually approve it. But I know Monday and Friday are free days, production days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are interviews and coaching calls and things like that. So that's step one. Step two is everything that I'm going to work on is on my calendar. So there is a recurring appointment every Monday at 11 o'clock Newsletter Guru TV. It's all it has to say. It just reminds me. But, you know, I've been shooting videos every week for 4 years, and I still need the reminder. So every Monday it comes up, ding, it's 11 o'clock, shoot your video. So sometimes I might take that and move it down a half an hour or something. Otherwise, I'll just grab the camera. Sometimes I'll move it to the afternoon because, you know, I shoot a lot of videos out at the lake. Toby and I will go out for a walk. So I may take my camera and my little tripod and we'll go shoot that episode. But it does happen Monday. If somehow there's a really, really crazy Monday, it'll go Tuesday, but that's it. Monday or Tuesday, the video's done. It always gets done. That's how I never miss. I also put my podcasts either on a Monday or a Friday so I can interview these folks. Of course, it could happen during the week too, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But if I'm scheduling the podcast and perhaps I'm just doing the show myself and not interviewing a guest, I will schedule that for either Monday or Friday, and it gets done. But there's a recurring appointment every single week, week in, week out. Doesn't matter how long I've been doing it. I know on Thursday I have a recurring appointment that I got to write the Tuesday newsletter. So I'll open up that Tuesday. Generally I do that late morning, right before lunch. It takes me about a half an hour. I write the articles and pull together my calendar that I usually put in the newsletter. It takes me about a half an hour to write that. I just send this big Word document with all the accompanying pictures, and I send that to my guy Chris, who will design the actual newsletter that you see, The Fastest Way to Higher Profits, and then he sends that out on Tuesday. So that's how that works. So that's the newsletter, that's the podcast, that's the videos. Everything else I'm doing, I chunk in, I use what I call chunk time. So if I'm writing my book, I'm most creative in the morning. So a lot of times I'll get up. I was on Facebook about a couple of weeks ago as I'm shooting this video, so I just did a 4-hour session from 4:30 to 8:30 in the morning. But whenever I get up, usually by 5 a.m., I will sit there and I will just write and write and write, because I have stream of conscious writing, but also there's not a lot of things distracting my time in the early morning. So early morning is what works best for me. But I even make an appointment for myself. Jim, you got to write this part of the book. You got to write this chapter. Do it an hour here, and then when that hour's up, I get reminders because something else. So let's say I write from 1 to 2 in the afternoon, or 8 to 9 in the morning. The next thing I'm going to do is I'll either have some coaching calls or things like that. So when I'm done at 9 o'clock for that block of time, I'm on to something else. So, you know, it's kind of regimented. Some might actually call it military, but that's how I get things done. Everything is scheduled. And by the way, when I have an idea for something, like there's a couple ideas that I have for, I might do a live event this year on personality marketing and how to create your persona and get it so you're very attractive to a target audience. I have 2 ideas for info products, kind of based around video marketing, things like that. So those ideas they're in a different color on my calendar, but I look at those all the time. And if they're not done, I generally move them forward, so I keep looking at them. But then something happens, I free up a Monday or Friday, and I go, you know what, Friday, I'm going to create that product. And then I make that little reminder that I have an idea, and I'll make it the entire Friday where I'll do nothing but get that done. So I guess the biggest point that I'm making is I live by the calendar. I don't presume that I get to work and figure out what's going on, what's in the basket, what needs help. Oh, there's the phone. I don't do any of that. Everything is scheduled. I have constant reminders. I'm also a guy who needs constant reminders, so I have a reminder at the half hour, at 10 minutes, and 5 minutes, because even if I'm writing something in between coaching calls, I get so into it, I'm like, oh my gosh, and I completely miss it. So it reminds me at half an hour, it reminds me again in 10 minutes, and then 5 minutes. I'll stop what I'm doing and focus on that. When that call comes in, I'm completely focused. So that's a little bit about how I get all the different things I get done. I'd be interested in what you have to say. Leave me a comment. If you like this episode, if you got some value out of what I've shared with you, please pay it forward and click the like button, click the share button, post it on your news feed, leave a comment. I always love hearing from you. I get so much inspiration from all the comments, and it's really a cool thing. And before the day's out, look for ways that you can add more value to what it is you're doing for your customers, clients, and patients. When you add more value to an existing program, your current customers like it even better. It's like, wow, I liked this before, now it's even better. They're already doing this or they're doing that, I'm getting it faster, or whatever it is. And so customers, clients, and patients that stay connected with you longer through stronger relationships, they end up buying more and they end up referring more. And that is always a great thing. Before the day's out, look for ways that you can add more value. No, I just said that. Hey, before the day's out, look for ways you can do something nice for somebody. Just hold the door, wave them into traffic, give them some change. If they come up short at the counter, pay a compliment to somebody you don't even know. Just keep thinking, all I got to do is, did I put a smile on somebody's face today? And that is going to make our world a much better place. Finally, check out Stick Like Glue Radio. It is the only podcast dedicated to helping you create an everlasting bond with your customers so they stay longer, spend more, and refer more, and that is always a great thing. My name is Jim Palmer. I do not see Toby in the mirror. He is way out there in the backyard, so I'm going to sign off and go get him. Oh boy. Until next episode, this is Jim Palmer, the Newsletter Guru. I'm host of Newsletter Guru TV, and I'm committed to helping you build a more profitable business faster. I'll see you on the next episode next week. Take care, everybody.